Good morning. Today I want us to talk about the walls of Jericho falling. I don't know how many of you know the story about the walls of Jericho, but the walls of Jericho were fortified. Jericho was a fortified city, but God had promised the Israelites that the walls were going to fall, and they won't need to shoot an arrow, use whatever method. They just needed to do things God's way. Today, you might have walls just as strong and powerful as the walls of Jericho confronting you in the form of health, life, relationship, finances, you name it. And those walls can seem impossible to fall. And that could lead us to fear. But remember, if there's one thing that can hinder a person's growth spiritually, it's fear. And that's why God told Joshua, only do not be afraid. Be courageous. You too, that admonition is for you. Do not be afraid. Only be courageous and strong and trust in the Lord. The walls of Jericho were said to have, it was told to the Israelites that it was going to fall, but they were going to have to march around the city 7 times. You know, the first time you'd be like, I expect the wall to shake, and then shake. Up to the 6th time, nothing happened. And usually that is when we give up. Just before the breakthrough happens, the fear, the trembling, the anguish. It was on the 7th time that the wall fell. Why is that relevant? It's relevant because sometimes you don't see the signs. They're not there. That, oh, it's about, do you see? It's cracking. Everything stays still. But you too remain resolute. Trust in the Lord. Those adversities, those situations, those people that seem so powerful, so firm, well situated, those walls will also come tumbling down. Why? How can you be assured? God cannot lie. Anyone who trusts in him will be safe, regardless of the situation before them. The walls will come tumbling down. With the walls of Jericho, there was a lady in there called Rahab who had been promised that if anybody stayed in her house, they would be safe. No matter how many people were there, if they stayed inside, you must also understand that you must stay. You must trust wholeheartedly and let God be true. Every life has got challenges, but every challenge presents an opportunity for you to prove how much you trust your God. The enemy don't have the final say. God does. He will never give his praise to graven images. So let them try their hardest. But you don't stop seeing God more fully, because he will not fail you. This is Magdala with a Time for God, presenting the Under 5 Minutes at 5. Have you a lovely rest of the day. And remember to trust in the Lord. Bye-bye.